Hey, happy Tuesday, Sentinels. Nothing but scintillating sunshine and warm temperatures. Are peaking up in the lower 80s. We're dropping off a little bit, 76, with a southeast wind, maybe a little sea breeze, cooling off our temperatures just ever so slightly. But nothing, no showers associated, no seacoast showers associated with the sea breeze. Nothing but sunshine, maybe some controlled fire burns popping up north of Bristol. That could be a little hot spot, but nothing concerning for weather-wise. Temperatures, like I said, in the lower 70s as the sea breeze kind of pushes inland, and upper Georgia areas, southern Georgia areas are pushing 79. Dew points, much more moist towards the coast, 16 Apalachicola, 52 Tallahassee, 56 Perry, and much drier in Thomasville and Valdosta. Also probably where you're a little bit warmer. Tonight's temperatures will be maintaining itself in the low 50s. That cool air and that sunshine are really going to allow some heat to escape. So bring a sweater if you're going out to the school bus. And tomorrow, all that dry air again, once again, warming up really much more than today, 81 to 83 in the region. For our outlook, mild temperatures upcoming this week, rain chances, maybe even a slight chance of severe weather. Stay tuned to find out all and more on FSU weather.
Hello, Tallahassee. This is student meteorologist Therese Benedict, and today for our show we are going to be taking a look at our current temperatures, how they're pretty mild, and how later this week we might be seeing some rain coming and maybe even some severe weather coming later in the weeks, but really just how enjoying today, maybe go to the beach, take advantage of it because the rain will be coming. So if you want that nice tan for the summer and the week ahead, now's your chance to do it. And now stay tuned for FSU weather, but we are gonna also talk about our different types of forecasting and also see what's happening all across America and the weather for Florida, but also we are going to have the Florida, and but stay tuned, and we're going to send it off to Elizabeth with the local.
Thank you, Therese. Yes, so live look over Doak Campbell Stadium right now. We are looking at this beautiful sunset, just a few clouds in the sky tonight, but overall, very, very nice conditions in Tallahassee tonight. Our current temperature is 76 degrees, sunny, as we can see, just a few clouds here tonight. Slightly breezy, winds coming out of the south-southeast at 11 miles per hour. This is what is cooling us down from the 80s that we have seen today. Here is our almanac. Compared to our average, we were just a little bit warmer in our high temperature of 81 today, but our low was quite below the low, which the average was 50, but nothing close to our high temperature that we reached in 1927 of 91 and 32 as our record low in 1944. Here are our temperatures across the Big Bend right now. 76 here in Tallahassee. We're seeing upper 70s in southern Georgia tonight. 72 down in Apalachicola because of that onshore wind from the Gulf of Mexico. 74 here in Perry as well. Our dew points, very, very dry tonight, except for some parts along the coast. We're seeing 60 in Apalachicola tonight, but 52 in Tallahassee, low 40s in Valdosta and Thomasville, but overall very, very dry right now. Our wind speeds, we have not much is happening right now. We are seeing 12 here in Tallahassee, 9 down in Apalachicola, a little bit calmer here in southern Georgia, and 12 here in Perry. Here is our satellite and radar right now. Not much happening except for some pop-up showers over in northern Florida, just south of Alabama, and we are going to be seeing that as we go into tomorrow as well. Here is that dry air that is sitting over central Florida right now. A little more moist up here in the Panhandle, but here is this dry air that is keeping our temperatures nice and warm right now. Over our next 24 hours tomorrow morning, we'll see some clouds move in, but by this time tomorrow, again, clear skies exactly like we are seeing right now. Tonight's forecast, we're going to see our temperatures drop again, seeing 50s all across the board. We're going to be seeing 50 in Perry, Madison, and Valdosta here in Tallahassee. We'll be going down all the way to 51. 57 is our highest temperature on the map tonight in Apalachicola, and 55 in Carabel. Tomorrow's forecast, here are these 80s. Again, we're going to be seeing 81 here in Tallahassee. Lower 80s up in southern Georgia, 83 in Valdosta, and 82 in Bainbridge. Again, Apalachicola at 75 and 72 in St. Mark's. Tonight, we're going to be seeing 50 degrees in the Tallahassee area with clear skies, and we are going to be seeing some clouds, but overall, it's going to be a very nice day tomorrow. We are going to be seeing some rain as we head into the next week, but now I'm going to head it off. I'm going to hand it off to Hayden to look at the southeast.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, our southeast forecasts definitely have a beautiful scene. Going to come out in front of us, Gainesville to Atlanta, to Blacksburg, all the way to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Nothing but some sunshine and maybe some little cumulus clouds due to those warm temperatures that the southeast is currently seeing. So Florida, of course, is 79 degrees, 78 in Tampa, 79 in Orlando. But funny enough, the southeast is actually just as warm, if not warmer than Florida. 80 Montgomery, 80 Jackson, and Shreveport 83. Nothing but sunshine with, of course, the exception being Little Rock. We're a little closer to that frontal system. We're seeing some clouds and some moisture. Anyways, the predominant flow is out of the south in the entire southeast region. Quite a bit of wind as well, 13 miles per hour in New Orleans, 15 in Shreveport. And this is really helping funnel moisture up into the plains, which is why we have a severe weather threat. And our dew points, this is really what we're seeing. This flow is really pushing onshore. Jackson 57, Shreveport 58, 62 New Orleans, even Little Rock all the way up there 55. And you can really see we have dew points affecting up into the southeast and of course Florida as well with the onshore flow. So if you're watching us, definitely we're starting to feel the humidity and we're getting some showers as a result of that moisture I was talking about. Louisiana right now definitely seeing some pop-up, nothing severe, but you definitely want to bring an umbrella. If you're walking out, upper level water vapor, we can spot that orange pumpkin-like air, pumpkin spice latte, if you will, over Florida, really giving some dry conditions. And of course, that little trough is moving in with Dallas, maybe a spot to watch as we head into today. And of course, going northward to Wichita and to Omaha, so we have our marginal severe weather risk. But for the southeast, we're concerned mostly dry. And like I said, those showers popping up over Louisiana, southern Mississippi are only threats. But tomorrow, that area is going to start to change. This system is going to kind of drag in from the southeast, and the slight extends all the way into our region from Mississippi to eastern Texas to Arkansas. So strong winds are our primary threat, and it continues to sag even further. Tallahassee becomes part of the general risk, but the marginal risk is now all the way to the Gulf Coast, and that's something we have to keep an eye out to the weekend in our area. But anyways, tonight's forecast, 60s in Florida, 50s up in Georgia, and really mild down into Louisiana, Arkansas with all that southerly flow. And then looking out for tomorrow, once again, warm temperatures, mid-80s, all across the southeast, definitely getting a taste of what May can look like in early summer. A fantastic forecast if you're a warm weather lover and if you like thunderstorms as well. So now we're going to hand it off for our next segment.
Right. And so for our national, here we are. Our national, we can see that it's a little bit different everywhere. Up in the north, it's still winter-ish, late spring temperatures of 40s and 50s. But if we move down to Texas, it's a lot warmer in the 80s. And in our region, in the southeast, we are experiencing temperatures in the upper 70s. And for our current dew points, most of the moisture is here in the central region of the U.S., while up north again with the cold temperatures, we have some drier temperatures of dew points in the 30s, 22 up in Bismarck, and then again most of the moisture is in central, a little bit down there in Florida, Miami with 58. And our front, as we can see, this stationary front coming of low pressure system moving towards the east. And right now in the southeast, we have high pressure systems which are causing us to have very mild temperatures and clear skies, and we'll really see most of our weather coming from this low pressure system once it hits us. And for our moisture again, we can see the low pressure system here moving and forming and making its way all the way to the east, while down here in Tallahassee, pretty dry right now, that pumpkin spice orange over Florida. And for our drought monitor, most of it is in the desert, of course, haven't had rain there in a while, potential wildfires maybe, and a little bit up in the North America and by the border, but of course by the east and the west coast, the east coast, we have been seeing the rain almost every weekend. I have seen the rain here. And for our future radar, pretty mild again down here by the southeast, the Big Bend area. Not much is coming right now. We'll see most of it coming this weekend as this system moves to the west and towards us. For tonight's temperatures, we'll have it in the 40s, low 30s, up by Washington and Montana. And then Texas will have it at 60 and 54 in Dallas. And over on the East Coast, we'll have Tallahassee at 55 degrees and Miami at 66. And for tomorrow's forecast, again, pretty similar to today's. We'll have it in the 80s in Florida and in the southeast area in the 70s as well. And we'll see some cooler temperatures up in the north. And now we are going to hand things off to Hayden.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, we have quite a forecast in store for you. For our local too, nothing much going on. We have lots of radiation coming in, some solar radiation bouncing off the stadium, seeing some bright reflection, but a sunny sky, and that's for sure, 76 degrees, a south-southeast wind 11 miles per hour. Beautiful day. Go outside, go enjoy Lake Ella, go fight those geese. Besides that, you'll have a good time. Anyways, temperature is 76 Tallahassee, and where that sea breeze hasn't penetrated as far inland, we're seeing upper 70s up into Valdosta and Thomasville. Some pretty dry conditions as well up here. So if you're having any outdoor burns, just be careful. It could be a little vulnerable up here. But closer to the coast, you have a lot of moisture, 60 Apalachicola, 52 in Tallahassee, somewhere in between the middle. But it's still very comfortable. We can breathe. You don't have to sweat walking outside. So it's still a very pleasant experience out there. And you can see why we have the moisture. A southerly wind out of Tallahassee, 12 miles per hour, and as well as Perry coming in off the southwest. So we have a lot of Gulf influence coming into our area, keeping us cooler and more moist, and nothing on the radar. As a matter of fact, going to the next hours, we're not going to see any much for Wednesday. It's going to be sunny as well. If you did note earlier, we saw some fog potential around Bay County, Panama City. So those buses might want to be a little optimistic for some of that fog. Take your time going out there. Anyways, tonight, 50 degrees, clear. That dry air is really going to help us cool off radiationally speaking. Tomorrow, 82 degrees, even a little bit warmer. Our trend is tomorrow should be peaking around our warmest temperatures we'll be seeing for the weekend, kind of maintaining a south-southeast wind. This sky is what it actually might look like, maybe even less clouds, so definitely just study at Strozer. Go enjoy it. Say we're already getting to the busy time of the year, but the weather is great, so we can try to maximize it too. So Wednesday, definitely the warmest for tomorrow, 82. And we really start to increase the rain chances by Friday and Saturday. And Sunday, this definitely looks like the time where that front's going to be coming through the area. And we're going to be a little bit cooler in the 70s, but overall still very warm. And so something, too, you want to know, just because it says Saturday, Sunday rain, as well as Monday, Tuesday, this is not going to be an all-day event. As soon as we get closer to the event, we'll let you know the fine-tuned hours and when it's going to be. But you can definitely get out there and still enjoy your forecast. It's not going to be raining for 96 hours straight. We can promise you that. just keep in mind when thunderstorms head indoors, there could be some pop-up thunderstorms and maybe even some marginally severe. I don't really see anything too strong right now, but always keep your guard up. And so now we're going to pass it off into our next segment.
Yeah, and so now we are going into our educational segment, and we are going to be talking about the 5 different weather forecastings. Our first one is climatology, and this one really uses the averages and the past trends over the years to kind of predict what was to come. It's not that great for long term, but it's or short term as well, but it really gives you an average of what happened last year or the past few years over this time. Next, we have our persistence, and this forecasting model uses the present conditions and how they are going to persist over the next few days. And this one is okay for short term. It's not that great for long term, especially if a frontal system moves in. It really won't be that accurate. And for our continuity forecasting system, this one predicts how current trends will continue over the next few days. And this one's okay for temperatures. And an example of this would be if it was like 64 on Sunday and the next day the temperature was 66. You can use this model to kind of predict that the next day will raise again by 2 degrees Fahrenheit as well. And for our analytical model, this one, it determines past similarities with current storms and predicts from there. It's pretty much seeing what has occurred in the past and what is happening now, and using that to end up what happens and make a forecast. This one is not too accurate, especially for long term, but this one is still pretty good. And for our numerical, this forecasting system uses a lot of computational and models and data simulation. So pretty good, but if a sudden feature pops up like a storm or a frontal system, it doesn't become that accurate. But, however, how we determine most of our weather forecasting is a combination of all this. We can't just use one method. You know, we really try to use a little bit of each to determine how accurate our weather systems will be and report more accurate data. And so now we are going to hand things off and to our local.
Thank you, Therese. Yeah, so looking at the whole state, we're seeing that we are seeing these generally warm temperatures up in the upper 70s for most of the state. We're actually seeing 80 over here in Fort Myers. We are seeing that we are having some pretty cloudy skies across the Sunshine State as well, which is kind of off, which is with my statement, and 76 in West Palm Beach, and a little cooler up in Pensacola, sitting at 73. We're actually seeing some pretty dry conditions across the state as well. I know that 59 in Key West may seem high, but when we are looking at our current temperatures, it is quite dry, and then we're seeing these 52 here in Tallahassee and 47 in Jacksonville. Again, here is that dry, pumpkin-colored dry air over the central part of the state, and again, still seeing a lot of dryness down in southern Florida and up in the Panhandle as well. Here's a look at our satellite. Nothing really that has been quite. We're just seeing some showers off of the coast in the Atlantic, and these showers over here in the southeast as well. But there is not going to be much that is going to be affecting us. We saw a few showers here west of I-75, but again, we are seeing those calm skies. Again, in Central Florida, I can't really say much about this because, look, there's like hardly any rain on our satellite. And again, in the south, we're seeing some clouds down in southern Florida and in Miami, but it is nothing to worry about. Okay, in Miami, 81, and we're gonna go all the way up to 83 on Friday with generally no chance of showers. And we are looking at my home city of Tampa, 83 again, but we are actually going to cool down on Thursday a little bit, but then we're going to jump back up to 85 on Friday again with these cloudy skies. In Orlando, you might want to, if you are hitting the theme parks, you might want to bring some sunscreen because it is definitely, it is going to be hot. And for the rest of the state, we're going to be seeing upper 80s and 70s across the board. Now I'm going to pass it along to Hayden we are going to talk about some severe weather.
Yes. Yeah, that severe weather risk is definitely going to be there. Won't be like the sunshine state of Florida, that is for sure. So we have some couple of showers right now over Louisiana, nothing severe. Our severe weather risk actually looks like in Wichita, I think they issued a severe thunderstorm warning based off that coloration, so definitely keep an eye on. That's what we expect to pop up. We have a marginal risk for severe weather today. So what that entails is when we have a marginal risk for severe weather, we have a 2 out of 5 chance of seeing severe storms. So that includes winds stronger than 55 miles per hour in straight lines. It could be a few isolated tornadoes, which I definitely want to rule out with the dynamics, and some large hail. So it's definitely not something to sneeze at if you're driving on the highway. Just keep aware. And if you're in Louisiana, no severe weather risk, just some showers. Firing off this evening, we're going to see just some discrete cells form into a squall line associated with an upper level low. So right where our cold front is, we're definitely going to see some storms firing off. And this has progressed northeastward into the state of Missouri and southern Iowa. Also some stronger storms too in Iowa as well over there. So do keep an eye out. There could be some strong storms. Tomorrow this risk kind of shifts southeast with our system. And the same threats will prevail, strong winds and some isolated tornadoes are most likely bad with probably a squall line developing. And marginal risk also extending just west of Pensacola into the Louisiana area towards the Gulf Coast. So keep an eye out too. You're also in the risk. And then Thursday doesn't really move too much. It shifts slightly southeast. But now areas to Funiac Springs, Panama City, and westward look to be in a slight risk, as well as New Orleans, Jackson, Tupelo, Birmingham. Those all in the marginal risk. And on those days, we're probably going to expect some lightning, some strong winds, and tornadoes won't be on the docket Thursday. But keep tuned because forecasts can change. And now we're going to bring it over off to our desk for another great segment.
Before we do, we are going to take one last look at our local, and we can see over Doak Campbell this live look at how clear our skies are, how sunny it is. But I hope you went out and enjoyed it because it won't be lasting for too long as we will have rain coming later in the week. But our current temperature is 76 degrees, really sunny, some scattered clouds, but still great weather to go outside and enjoy. Today our high was 81 degrees with our average being 78, and the record high was 91 degrees. I'm really glad it wasn't 91 today because that is just too hot for me. And our temperatures right now are 70s all over the Big Bend area. We have Tallahassee at 76 again, and Perry at 73, and Thomasville at 77 degrees. Our muggy meter right now isn't as muggy. We can see most of the moisture down by the coast coming from the ocean, but for Tallahassee, see that happy face? That's exactly how I'm feeling because it isn't as hot and muggy. For our satellite radar, not too many clouds in the area, pretty clear skies. We did have some scattered clouds, but not enough to pop up here. Pretty enjoyable. And for over the next 24 hours, we're going to see some clouds form over the coast, but still some clear skies. Really enjoy before the rain comes. And our beach weather is 74 degrees, some light winds. I went to the beach last week. I enjoyed it very much. So if you haven't gone already, please go to the beach. Enjoy it while you can. And for the marina, we have 1 to 2 feet of water and temperature of being 74 degrees. Again, some light winds and light breeze. Tonight, our temperature will be 50 degrees with some clear skies. Make sure if you are a fan of stargazing like I am, tonight's your night to go look at some stars. We'll have, again, some mild winds, and tomorrow our temperature will be 82 degrees, partly cloudy, not too bad. And again, but over the day at noon, we'll have temperatures at 74 degrees. We'll warm up a bit in the afternoon at 82, and then down to 77. And like I said, for the week ahead, enjoy your last day of sunshine tomorrow because we're going to have rain over the weekend and temperatures around the 80s. Now to Elizabeth at the desk.
Those are good speeches.
To see those, although we are going to see the chance of some rain, the UV index is going to be quite high. So stay hydrated and wear your sunscreen because it is going to be actually rough. Here is a look at our 7-day again. We are going to see our last day of no rain tomorrow, and for the rest of the week up to next Tuesday, we're going to be seeing at least some chance of rain. So definitely pack your umbrella when you are going out. And we're going to see a slight cool down. On Friday, our high is only going to be 75, but by the beginning of next week, we're going to be seeing those. We're going to see our in the 80s. So hot, hot, hot. I know it is getting me excited for summer, but along with the Florida summer comes those storms. So you need to stay up to date on any severe storms. If you follow us on Twitter at FSU Weather and on Facebook at FSU Weather as well. And I hope you are watching us live right now, but if not, we are live every weekday on, so yes, I am Elizabeth Temple. Have a great evening.